this thought just for a moment to the family. I still have a song to sing. I still have a song to sing. Well, brothers and sisters, you might not know it, but Chuck still have a song to sing. You and I still have a song to sing. Just like David has a song to sing, we should be just as he was, excited to engage himself in praise with God. My brothers and sisters, at any given moment, God could call us or any one of our loved ones, but it does not negate that we still owe him praise. Y'all in prayer. Can we act like Sunday morning in here? Y'all loosen up our preachers, get out your way. Amen. God inhabits the praises of his people. God says that I will be there where my people praise you. If you ever want to make it through anything in your life, find yourself praising God through that situation. Find yourself engaging yourself in praise and admiration. God's mercies is so great that we owe him that. In spite of all that we've been through, all that we go through day by day, we owe God praise. Can I get a witness in here? So David says, I've had some good days, I've had some bad days, but what I discovered is I owe God some praise. I owe God because I have a relationship with him and I know what he can and will do. Just like David, God knows, he recognized God's goodness and his mercy, and it provokes him to praise him. When you start looking back over your life and start thinking about the shoulda, wouldas, and couldas, you'll come to discover and realize that you don't even deserve the air that you breathe. I know that you're all dead in a bag of chips. I know that you've done everything right. I know that your steps have been ordered in the Lord all the days of your life. Am I talking to somebody here? You know, some of y'all are just so good. You've been good all your life. And see, it's amazing that as a pastor, a lot of times you don't see people beyond Sunday morning. But God has given me such a great discerning spirit that every number that I intertwine with, I've laid my hair down with them and I've seen them past Sunday morning. And what you mean I've seen him past Sunday morning? You've seen them past Sunday morning. If you talk with a number long enough, if you sat with them long enough, they'll let you in on their intimate secrets. And Chuck didn't have no secrets. I knew some things about Chuck. Not because he told me, but because I could see him. But one thing I discovered is Chuck loved God. And Chuck loved me. Never measure a person by what you think you know. Chuck danced was because he knew God. Chuck danced was because he loved life. Chuck danced was because he loved his family. Chuck danced because he knew that God had him. First thing I see in this text that I discovered that we have to be sincere. Somebody say sincere. We have to be sincere in our praise. He says, I will praise thee, O Lord, with my whole heart. Anything that you do half-heartedly is not sincere. You got to be all the way in. When you are wholeheartedly about stuff, it calls you to action. It calls you to go beyond that moment. And that Chuck was a pushover because he was always smiling and he didn't challenge you right off. Let me put that down. I said right off. But Chuck was mild-mannered because he knew who he was and whose he was. And sometimes he gave you a pass really when he shouldn't have. But that was the grace in him. Because he was serving a God that looked beyond your fault. He served a God that didn't call you out every time you needed to be called out. So the thing is, in sincerity in your praise, you have to be called to action, that and it shall show God